Part 1: The Power of Not Reacting. Hello, and welcome to another English learning journey. Today, we are going to talk about a simple but powerful idea: the power of not reacting. Every day, people say things that we do not like. Someone may speak badly to us. Someone may become angry with us. Someone may criticize us. Sometimes, a person may try to make us angry on purpose. When this happens, many people react quickly. They speak without thinking. They become angry. They say things they later regret. But you do not always have to react. You can stop. You can breathe. You can think. You can choose what to do next. This does not mean that you are weak. It can mean that you are learning to control yourself. Imagine someone says something rude to you. Your first feeling may be anger. You may want to answer immediately, but instead of answering quickly, take a moment. Take a slow breath and stay quiet. Ask yourself, do I really need to answer? Sometimes the best answer is no answer. Your peace is important. You do not need to fight every fight. You do not need to answer every comment. You do not need to prove yourself to everyone. Some people want a reaction because they want your attention. When you do not react, you keep control of your time and your energy. This is a skill, and you can practice it every day. Start with small situations. If someone makes you angry, wait a few seconds before you speak. If you receive a message that makes you upset, do not answer immediately. Read it again later when you are calm. If someone says something you do not like, listen first and think before you answer. A calm person can make better choices than an angry person. Remember, you cannot control everything other people do. You cannot control their words, their actions, or their opinions, but you can work on how you respond. You can choose to stay calm. You can choose to walk away from an argument. You can choose to speak kindly. You can choose to protect your peace. This is not always easy. Sometimes, staying quiet takes more strength than speaking. But with practice, it can become easier. So, the next time someone makes you angry, stop for a moment. Breathe. Think. Then choose your response. Do not give every person the power to control your mood. Your peace is valuable. Your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. Stay calm, stay strong, and stay in control. And now, let us continue to the next part and learn another simple way to control our reactions. Part 2: Stop and Think. Welcome back to our English learning journey. In Part 1, we learned that we do not have to react to everything people say or do. Today, we will learn one simple habit. Stop and think before you respond. Sometimes we react so quickly that we do not think about our words. Someone says something we do not like, and we answer immediately. A few seconds later, we may wish we had stayed quiet. This happens because strong feelings can make it hard to think clearly. When you feel angry, take a short pause. Do not speak immediately. Take a breath and give yourself a little time. This small pause can change what happens next. Imagine that a friend says something that hurts your feelings. Your first thought may be, I need to answer now, but you can stop and think. Ask yourself, is this important? Will my answer help? Can I answer in a calm way? These simple questions can help you make a better choice. You do not need to answer every question immediately. You can say, I need some time to think. You can also say, let us talk about this later. These are simple sentences, but they can help you stay calm. Remember, being calm does not mean that you have no feelings. You can feel angry and still choose not to act in anger. You can feel hurt and still choose your words carefully. You can disagree with someone without shouting. You can protect yourself without creating a bigger problem. This is why the pause is powerful. It gives your mind time to catch up with your feelings. You can practice this every day. When something small makes you angry, stop for 3 seconds. Take a slow breath. Look around you. Then decide what to do. With practice, this can become a habit. You may begin to notice that many problems do not need a fast reaction. Sometimes, time makes the situation clearer. Sometimes, a person is angry for a moment and becomes calm later. Sometimes, you discover that the problem was not as important as it first seemed. Human beings are strange creatures. We can turn a tiny problem into a huge argument in less than a minute. You do not have to join that competition. Choose peace when you can. Choose calm words. Choose to think before you speak. Your words have power, so use them carefully. Before you react, stop. Breathe. Think. Then respond. This simple habit can help you stay calm, protect your peace, and make better choices. In the next part, we will learn why you should not let other people's words control your emotions. Part 3. Do not let others control your mood. Welcome back to our English learning journey. In the last part, we learned that stopping and thinking before we speak can help us stay calm. Now, let us talk about another important idea. Do not let other people control your mood. Every day you meet different people. Some people are kind. Some people are helpful. Some people are happy. But sometimes people can be rude, negative, or angry. They may say something that you do not like. They may criticize you. They may laugh at you. They may not understand you. When this happens, it is easy to let their words change your whole day. You wake up happy. Someone says one bad thing, and suddenly you feel bad for hours. But remember, another person's words do not have to control your mood. You can listen without accepting every word as truth. Someone can have an opinion about you, but that does not mean the opinion is correct. Someone can be angry with you, but you do not have to become angry too. Think about a person who is having a bad day. They may speak badly because they are tired or upset. If you react with anger, the problem can become bigger. But if you stay calm, you can stop the problem from growing. You can say, "I understand that you are upset, but I do not want to argue." Then you can walk away or wait until the person becomes calm. This is a strong choice. You are not running away. You are choosing not to make the situation worse. You also need to understand that you cannot make everyone happy. Some people will like you and some people will not. Some people will agree with you and some people will disagree. This is normal. You do not need everyone to approve of you. If you spend your whole life trying to make everyone happy, you may forget what is important to you. Learn to listen to useful advice, but do not carry every negative comment in your mind. Ask yourself, can I learn something from this? If the answer is yes, learn from it. If the answer is no, let it go. Not every comment needs a place in your heart or your mind. Your mood is important. Your peace is important. Your time is important. Do not give someone control over all three because they said something you did not like. You can choose what deserves your attention. You can choose when to speak. You can choose when to stay quiet. You can choose when to walk away. This does not mean you should ignore serious problems or allow people to treat you badly. It means you can respond in a calm and thoughtful way instead of reacting with anger. The next time someone says something negative, take a breath and remind yourself, I do not have to react. Listen, think, then choose your response. You are in control of your actions. Other people can control their words, but you can control what you do next. Stay calm. Protect your peace. Do not let one person's words control your entire day. And in the next part, we will learn how silence can sometimes be more powerful than words. Part 4: The Power of Silence. Welcome back to our English learning journey. Today, we are going to talk about something very simple: silence. Many people think they must always answer when someone says something to them. They think they must explain themselves. They must defend themselves. They must prove that they are right. But sometimes you do not need to say anything. Sometimes silence is the better choice. Imagine someone is angry with you. They speak loudly and want you to become angry too. If you answer with anger, the situation may become bigger. But if you stay calm and quiet for a moment, the situation can change. Your silence gives you time to think. Can also show that you do not want to fight. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to have the last word. Sometimes walking away from an argument is a better choice than continuing it. Silence does not mean that you are weak. It can mean that you understand the value of your words. You know that words can hurt people. Words can create problems. Words can also make a small disagreement become a big fight. So, before you speak, ask yourself, do I need to say this? Will this help? Is this the right time? If the answer is no, staying quiet may be a wise choice. There are also times when you should speak. If someone is treating you badly or there is an important problem, you can speak calmly and clearly. Being calm does not mean accepting everything. It means choosing your words carefully. You can say, I do not like the way you are speaking to me. You can say, please speak to me calmly. You can say, I want to talk when we are both calm. These simple sentences can protect your peace without creating more anger. Another good habit is to stop answering when you know the conversation is going nowhere. Sometimes two people keep repeating the same words. One person says something. The other person answers. Then the first person answers again. The conversation goes in circles. Nothing changes. At that moment, you can choose to stop. You can say, we can talk about this later. Then give yourself some space. Silence can also help you listen better. When you stop talking, you can hear what the other person is really saying. You may understand their feelings better. You may discover that the problem is different from what you first thought. Listening is a powerful skill, and sometimes the best way to listen is to be quiet. Remember, you do not have to react to every word. You do not have to answer every message immediately. You do not have to explain yourself to everyone. Your words have value, so use them with care. Sometimes a calm sentence is powerful. Sometimes no sentence is better. The next time you feel angry, try something simple. Stop. Breathe. Stay quiet for a moment. Think about what you want to say. Then decide if speaking will make the situation better or worse. You may discover that you do not need to react at all. Protect your peace. Choose your words carefully. And remember, silence is not always weakness. Sometimes, silence is strength. In the next part, we will learn how to stay calm when people try to make you angry. Part 5. Stay calm when people try to anger you. Welcome back to our English learning journey. In the last part, we talked about the power of silence. Now, let us talk about another important skill: staying calm when someone tries to make you angry. Sometimes people say things because they want a reaction. They may know that certain words make you angry. They may continue talking because they want you to lose control. If you react quickly, they may get exactly what they want. But you have another choice. You can stay calm. Imagine someone says, "You cannot do it." Your first feeling may be anger. You may want to prove them wrong immediately, but you do not need to fight with their words. You can simply think, "I know what I am doing." Then continue with your work. Your actions can speak louder than your words. You do not have to explain your plans to everyone. You do not have to prove your value every time someone questions you. Sometimes the strongest answer is to keep working and let your results speak for you. Another situation may happen when someone insults you. You may feel hurt, and that is normal. But you can choose how you respond. You can say, "I do not want to talk like this." Then you can leave the conversation if it is safe and appropriate to do so. You do not have to insult the person back. One angry person is enough. You do not need two. When you stay calm, you protect yourself from saying something you may regret later. Think about your words before you speak. Ask yourself, will this help me? Will this solve the problem? Will I feel good about these words tomorrow? These questions can help you slow down. You can also use your body to help you calm down. Take a slow breath. Relax your shoulders. Sit down if you can. Drink some water. Give yourself a little time before answering. When your body becomes calmer, it can become easier to think clearly. You can also change the situation by changing the place. If a conversation becomes too angry, you can move away and return later when everyone is calmer. Taking space does not mean you are weak. It means you know when a conversation is no longer useful. Remember, you cannot control other people's behavior. You cannot control what they say. You cannot control whether they are angry or calm. But you can control your own actions. That is where your power is. If someone is rude, you can stay respectful. If someone is angry, you can stay calm. If someone wants an argument, you can choose not to join. This does not mean you should accept unfair or harmful behavior. If someone is repeatedly treating you badly, talk to a trusted adult or someone who can help, especially if you feel unsafe. Staying calm is not about allowing people to hurt you. It is about making thoughtful choices instead of reacting with anger. The next time someone tries to make you angry, remember 3 simple words. Stop. Breathe. Choose. Stop before you react. Breathe before you speak. Choose the response that protects your peace and helps the situation. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to answer every insult. You do not need to prove yourself to everyone. Sometimes the best thing you can do is stay calm, walk away, and continue your day. Your peace is worth protecting. Your future is more important than one angry moment. So, stay calm, stay focused, and keep control of your actions. In the next part, we will learn how to control your emotions when life does not go the way you planned. Part 6. Control your emotions. Welcome back to our English learning journey. In the last part, we learned how to stay calm when someone tries to make us angry. Now, let us talk about something that happens to everyone. Strong emotions. Sometimes we feel angry. Sometimes we feel sad. Sometimes we feel worried, disappointed, or frustrated. These feelings are normal. We cannot stop every feeling from coming, but we can learn to choose what we do with those feelings. When you feel a strong emotion, do not make a big decision immediately. Give yourself some time. Take a slow breath and ask yourself, what am I feeling? Maybe you are angry because someone said something hurtful. Maybe you are disappointed because something did not go the way you wanted. Maybe you are worried because you do not know what will happen next. When you understand the feeling, it can become easier to choose your next action. You can also remember that feelings can change. You may feel very angry now, but you may feel calmer later. You may feel very worried today, but tomorrow the problem may look smaller. This is why you should give yourself time before reacting. Imagine that you receive some bad news. Your first reaction may be strong. You may want to send a message immediately or say something without thinking. Instead, put the phone down for a few minutes. Take a breath. Walk around. Drink some water. Then come back when you feel calmer. A few minutes can make a big difference. Another useful habit is to talk to someone you trust. You do not have to keep every difficult feeling inside. If something is making you upset, speaking with a trusted person can help you understand the situation better. You can say, "I am feeling angry today," or "I am worried about something." Simple words can help you explain how you feel. Remember, being calm does not mean hiding your feelings. It means understanding them and choosing a healthy response. You can be angry and still speak respectfully. You can be disappointed and still continue your day. You can feel nervous and still take the next small step. Your feelings are real, but they do not have to control every action you take. It is also important to know what you can and cannot control. You cannot control everything that happens in life. You cannot control what other people think. You cannot control every problem. But you can control your choices, your words, and your effort. When you focus on what you can control, you may feel more prepared to handle difficult situations. For example, if someone does not like you, you cannot force them to change their opinion. But you can choose to treat people with respect. If you make a mistake, you cannot change the past, but you can learn from it. If something goes wrong, you may not be able to change the situation immediately, but you can decide what to do next. This is emotional strength. It is not about never feeling upset. It is about learning how to move forward even when you feel upset. So, the next time you feel a strong emotion, remember these simple steps. Stop. Breathe. Name the feeling. Think about your choices. Then act calmly. Do not let one emotional moment decide everything for you. Give yourself time. Protect your peace. Talk to someone you trust when you need support. And remember, you are learning. You do not have to handle every situation perfectly. You can make mistakes, learn, and try again. Stay calm. Stay patient. Keep moving forward. In the next part, we will learn how to stop worrying about what other people think and start focusing on what really matters. Part 7. Stop worrying about what people think. Welcome back to our English learning journey. In this part, we are going to talk about something many people experience: worrying about what other people think. Sometimes we change our actions because we are afraid of other people's opinions. We may think, "What will they say? Will they laugh at me? Will they think I am strange?" These thoughts can stop us from doing things that are good for us. For example, you may want to speak English, but you are afraid of making mistakes in front of other people. You may know the words, but you stay quiet because you are worried about your pronunciation. Remember, you are learning. You are not expected to be perfect. Every English learner makes mistakes. If you never speak because you are afraid of mistakes, you will lose many chances to practice. Instead, focus on learning and improving. People may have opinions about you, but they do not know everything about your life. They may see one small moment and make a quick judgment. That does not mean their judgment is correct. You do not need to change your whole life because someone has a different opinion. Listen to useful advice, but do not carry every negative comment with you. Ask yourself, is this advice helping me? If it helps you improve, learn from it. If it is only negative and has no useful purpose, you can let it go. You cannot make everyone happy. Even if you are kind, honest, and respectful, some people may still dislike you. That is part of life. You do not need everyone to like you before you can feel confident. Your job is to become the best version of yourself, not to become the perfect person in everyone else's eyes. Think about your goals. Maybe you want to improve your English. Maybe you want to become more confident. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. Maybe you want to become better at school or work. These goals need your time and attention. If you spend all your energy thinking about other people's opinions, you may have less energy for your own growth. Focus on what you can control. You can control your effort. You can control your attitude. You can control how you treat people. You can control whether you keep learning after a difficult day. You cannot control what everyone says about you. So, do not give something you cannot control too much power over your life. Imagine you are learning English and someone laughs because you make a mistake. You have two choices. You can stop learning because of that person, or you can continue and become better. Choose to continue. One day, the mistake that made you nervous may become a lesson that helped you improve. You do not need to be embarrassed about learning. Learning is something to be proud of. The same idea applies to many areas of life. You may try something new and not be good at it immediately. That is okay. Beginners are not supposed to be experts. Give yourself permission to learn slowly. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Give yourself permission to grow. When you stop worrying so much about other people's opinions, you may feel more free. You can speak more. You can try more. You can learn more. You can become more comfortable being yourself. This does not mean you should ignore everyone. Good advice can be valuable. It simply means that you should decide whose opinions deserve your attention. Not every voice deserves a place in your mind. So, focus on your goals. Focus on your growth. Focus on the people who support you. Listen to useful advice, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. Your life is too important to spend every day worrying about what everyone else thinks. Stay calm. Stay focused. Keep learning. Keep growing. And in the final part, we will bring everything together and learn how to protect your peace every day. Part 8. Protect your peace every day. Welcome to the final part of our English learning journey. Today, we are going to bring everything together. We have learned that you do not need to react to everything. You can stop, breathe, think, and choose your response. You can stay calm when someone is angry. You can use silence when words are not helpful. You can control your actions even when you cannot control other people. And most importantly, you can protect your peace. Peace does not mean that your life will always be easy. Problems will happen. People will disagree with you. Some days will be difficult. You may feel angry, sad, or worried. That is part of life. But you can learn how to handle these moments in a calm way. When something goes wrong, take a moment before you react. Ask yourself, can I control this? If you can control it, take a useful action. If you cannot control it, try not to waste all your energy fighting something you cannot change. Remember the simple rule. Stop, breathe, think, choose. These 4 steps can help you in many situations. When someone says something rude, stop. When you feel angry, breathe. When you want to answer quickly, think. Then choose a calm response. You do not have to win every argument. You do not have to answer every message. You do not have to explain yourself to everyone. You do not have to prove your value to people who do not understand you. Your time and energy are important. Use them for things that help you grow. Protecting your peace also means choosing good habits. Spend time with people who respect you. Learn something useful. Take breaks when you need them. Get enough sleep. Move your body. Spend time doing things you enjoy. Talk to someone you trust when a problem feels too difficult to handle alone. You are not required to solve every problem by yourself. And remember, Staying calm does not mean accepting bad treatment. If someone is hurting you, threatening you, or making you feel unsafe, get help from a trusted adult or another person who can support you. Being calm and asking for help can both be signs of strength. The power of not reacting is not about becoming cold or ignoring your feelings. It is about giving yourself time to choose what you do next. You can have feelings without letting every feeling control your actions. You can be angry and still speak calmly. You can be disappointed and still keep going. You can disagree with someone and still show respect. So, the next time life gives you a difficult moment, remember what you learned in this video. Do not react too quickly. Take a breath. Give yourself time. Think about what really matters. Then choose your response. Your peace is valuable. Protect it. Your energy is valuable. Use it wisely. Your future is valuable. Do not let one angry moment control it. If you enjoyed this English learning lesson, subscribe to the channel for more simple English stories, lessons, and motivational videos. Like this video if it helped you, and share it with someone who is also learning English. Keep learning. Keep growing. Stay calm. Stay strong. And remember, you do not have to react to everything. Sometimes, choosing peace is your greatest strength.